look in the workbook. It's the next page after the House Like a Frog stuff. It's the page 130. It's got two really terrible quality images on there. And on the screen are the color versions of those images, but they are just genuinely difficult to read those numbers in the workbook. And also notice how close we are. How close we are to the end of this one, right?
We should do pizza parties the rest of the school year.
Well, we've got to finish the week, we've got another project, and then we've got to get ready for finals.
Oh, well, do I really have to take finals this senior year?
Now. Sorry, y'all, but now. All right. So let's keep going with what we need to get through. All right. So I do recommend writing down the numbers that are up here, the coordinates. It's really hard to read them on the picture. That's what the little marks on the picture are supposed to be in your book. It's the coordinates. So you might write down next to it. They're not as bad to read this year, but they just kind of pop in and out. The ordered pair. I do not have my stylus. All right, so our Washington Monument is at, the point 1.3812. And this one's at the point 1.7, 9.56. That does not make it clearer. So before we go too far into this, which one of those values is the height? What do you think? Which of those numbers, the 1.38, the 12, or the 1.7 and the 9.56, which of those marks the height of this building? Yeah. So this direction is the x. So does this x value really have any standing in what we're doing if we're looking at how high these buildings are?
No.
Not really relevant. No. So on this left-hand picture, we're showing that this thing, the Washington Monument here, is 12 units tall. I don't know. We took a picture and I went, well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I measured with DeWan, and I said 1, and then there's 2, and then there's 3, and there's 4. So it's 12 to 1's high. I don't know what the unit is, but we measured them. It's 12 of them. On the Eiffel Tower, we measured it, and it's 9.56-ish. So from these two pictures, which of them appears taller? The Washington Monument or the Eiffel Tower?
The Eiffel Tower.
Defend it, either way.
Because in real life, the Eiffel Tower is taller.
How do you know that?
Because I can search it up on Google. But from the thing, yeah, the white long one is bigger.
The Washington Monument.
Yeah, the Washington Monument.
The name is at the bottom. It's the monument for George Washington. So the Y value on the Washington Monument is bigger. So if we were just going based off the pictures, it looks like the Washington Monument might be taller. What they tell us down below these pictures is they're using scale. So we're just looking at the Washington Monument for this part. They tell us in here that there is a scale of 1 to 46.25. It's another way of writing it. So 1 unit is 46.25 feet. So if the Washington Monument is 12 units tall, how many feet tall is it? You gotta do what? More specific. Why could we just multiply it like this? Because 46.25 feet. What's the relationship we know about feet and units? Hey, guys, I need the giggles to stop. It's really, really hard to talk. Because we're looking at this relationship here because some of this notation is in the project that we're going to have for the chapter review. So we might want to know this. What do I know about the relationship between 46.25 feet and 1 unit? 46.25 feet is how many units? Per 1 unit. So it's 46.25 per 1 unit. It's a unit conversion. They just didn't measure by a normal thing. They measured by jelly beans or shoes, or they went like this and they took Moses and they said, all right, there's another Moses and there's another Moses and there's another Moses and there's another Moses. So they measured in Moses's. Mosai? I don't know what the plural of Moses would be. Moses's or Mosai?
Something like that, yeah.
If I was measuring in Moses's. So it's like Moses is this tall.
Moses. Yeah, Mosai.
Mosai? So, but that's what they're doing is they're measuring in Moses's and they're saying, all right, this statue is 12 Moses's high. So, how many feet high is the Washington Monument?
A lot.
More specific.
5 feet 5.
555 feet. So 555 feet. So then we also know the scale on the Eiffel Tower picture. So on this one, they have 1 unit per 33.9 meters. So 1 to 33 is our scale. This is how we write it as a scale. It's 1 to 33. That's all it is. It's just taking the words out. So if we know that what they measured by, this is 9.56 units, how tall is the Eiffel Tower? Yeah, because we can take, again, we're doing this as a unit conversion. I know it's 33.9 meters for 1 unit. The word unit cancels out. So how many meters is it?
Oh, 324.084.
I'm really good at writing. 324.084 meters. So which one's taller?
555.
I know we've got 555 feet and 324 meters. Can we tell yet?
No.
What do we need to do?
Get them.
You gotta get them to be the same unit to be able to compare it. So I have feet and I have meters. What do we need to do? I gave us a couple units in the corner. I've got meters to inches and feet to inches.
Yeah,
How could we set this up? So let's take,
Giggity.
no, right now I can't.
Giggity.
Because we're in the middle of a thing. So our 555 feet, and I want to get this to be meters.
yeah.
What can I do? What do we know?
1 foot inches.
Yeah, we've got 1 foot is 12 inches. How am I going to set that up as a ratio here? 12 inches to 1 foot. Great, then my word feet is gonna cancel out. I'm still trying to get to meters. How can I get from inches to meters?
39.37.
Yeah, we're gonna use our other unit that's up here. I've got that 1 meter is 39.37 inches. So I wanna wind up with meters as my unit, so I need that on top. 39.37. That's gonna let the word inches cancel out. The only unit I have left is meters. So we're gonna have our fraction here, we multiply across on the top, so we're gonna have our 555 times 12. 6,000 what?
660.
60 over our 1 times 37, or 39.7.
39.
And then we're going to divide them. Yes. So we multiply across, and then we divide to get it down to simplified. So how many meters high is the Washington Monument?
169.16434.
You said 165? 9. 164. So which one's taller? The Eiffel Tower by double. Eiffel Tower is about twice as tall. But we had to do a whole lot of converting of units to be able to tell that for sure. Okay, so when we're looking to convert, sometimes it helps to set them all up in sequence so that we can keep track of what's going on, what's canceling out, and what we have left. Okay? That's it for the day. We've got 5 minutes. Don't be that.